Barefoot Cavalry, barefootcavalry.com. A pound of flesh? Posted November 28, 2017 by Yojack454. Elites are so enamored with absolute power, the former monarchies in Europe, as well as developing Asian nations, former colonies, as well as the original 13, all suffered at the hands of these elites. The German monarchy of England seems to have been victorious in isolating Europe and America, as well as Asia, for the upcoming conflict that can only be predicted as sometime in the future. Recent engagements in England by its royalty, followed by whispers thereafter about a Jewish princess, how Hebrew women and blacks were never respected for their figure. Thank God this Jewish princess in England doesn't have Michelle Obama's backside. We can see that the propaganda mill at the royals' doorstep peppers the papers with talk of population reduction, shortly followed by equating Jewish oppression with black oppression, as if the Rothschilds never profited off a black man's backside. The death toll compiled in the last century, well over 100 million, should haunt us. Conflict accompanied by the march of various versions of socialism, communism, and plain view. Population reduction was successful in the 20th century. Britain was the main player. They seek population reduction, a world more manageable for the elite, and an existence for the rest of humanity as a thrall or less. This is the punch-up. The first blow was the Wilson administration in World War I. The second was the crash of Wall Street, followed by a headlock of depression. The next blow was the Roosevelt administration in World War II, and the fourth blow was the UN, Palestinian Mandate, Cold War, Korea, Vietnam, and an assault on Western American culture never before possible. The assault on culture can be described as the ride the nuclear family took to Haight-Ashbury and then moved on to the beach. During this time, the intelligence types ran Watergate, the petrodollar with its accompanied oil embargo, Mina cocaine running, and a prison build-out while developing a system to enslave the people of the next century and enriching themselves along the way. The elites have brought a system against us where we cannot bring forward aggressive males into leadership positions in politics. Everything has been brought down to a standard that is wielded by the media, who are an organ of the elites. Children are indoctrinated with an education of liberal ideas that is designed to be easily understood and promoted with Stalin's candy. The oldest people in Europe, we are told today, live on the border of Russia and its dear close friend, Estonia. As we can see here on this border, tribalism is the nature of the world. The elites who seek to rule man use the same tools to subjugate a population and force conformance of new ideas created by the elites. And so this is where a small group of people, known as the Setu, fell under Stalinism. Stalinism sought to create a oneness among the diversity. This is where we are today, with the diversity visited upon us by adherence to the teachings of the Frankfurt School, and can also be characterized as adherence to Saul Alinsky's principles. It's all the same garbage. Black people in America think they are a minority, which is ridiculous because they are American citizens, and if that isn't good enough, the door swings both ways. We have been divided and pitted against one another. A Navajo code talker who could go on for hours and hours of verbal history, much like the Setu, committed to memory and thus is of greater men than those who engage in this global tribalism used to facilitate the New World Order. These Navajo are proud of their service to America, as well as their service in the U.S. Marine Corps. And today, they are proud of their president. We don't all need to be together under a dictatorship. We need to be together under one flag.